Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose now into the open field. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. No chance to catch him. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They can't stop him. He gave it a shot. They should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted at the 19. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll run it here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Yeah, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll run the option. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just loses through for a first down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal. The Cowboys will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Look at him run through those tacklers. And he stopped him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Ball handed off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they'll use the ground game here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Escapes the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner is brought down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. It's an option look. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. Picks up the 1st, looking for more.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Breaking free at midfield. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
He's inside the 10 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14.
Yeah, we in the playoffs. Fred got an easy run with this. A beauty game then Mississippi State.
Credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
I got Flair with LSU.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go.
Florida State got in, though.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And here comes a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
Clemson finna get their ass put out there because they keep bullshit.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. He's going to return it from near the goal line. When he's got some space here.
Come on, return of the year. You get return of the year. You can't get walked down.
Good field position. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field.
Won it off 3.
Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
No,
offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer.
Blur.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game. 28.
I should have got there back.
The kickoff team now set to boot this one away.
I had the roll tide.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25.
I try to sweep talk that nigga out of the nigga back. Nah, Clemson fan. Nigga, you know that.
And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possession. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Another side, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up.
I got to shut this nigga down. He's been scoring that wheel.
Changing things up.
No defense out
help that offensive line and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23.
I like this stadium.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, using his legs on the scramble.
Man, we got to make him fun.
Down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. This drive moving.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back.
Hell yeah.
Really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
The pass rush closing in. On the move, but can't
Ain't
find
worried
the
about it.
receiver.
Beat me up the edge.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quarterback escapes the pocket.
That's what I can't do.
He's going to take off here.
Get outside.
Scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
He slings this one deep down the left side. Catch made. It's a
That's
big
the kid
play
running
inside
with.
the 30.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they're ready all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game.
I got to make it go underneath.
Chris, to me,
Pick it
this
off.
changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. From the gun, he looks for an open man. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Quarterback's got it on the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
Hey, baby, click on the roll. Hey, baby, click on the roll, man.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
I hate this.
A long drive. That's why this team made it for the college football playoff.
Right play call.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Always looking to throw. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. They'll try the right here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, that spin move, I don't even.
Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Take that and try it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today.
Hey, I know you didn't see that speed right there.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout.
They're going to hurt that nigga because I think I get the ball in their head.
Before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to scramble.
Fumble.
Defense has got the football.
I got time to get a field goal. I'm going to try. 4 yards.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit.
I better try. Hail Mary.
You missed it. Field goal, no good. The lead remains at
That thing, did you see how fast that thing was?
The first half here. Let's kick it down and Kevin.
Well, that thing was dead like breathing.
Cowboys will kick it off to get the second half.
Oh, return of the year. You got to run one back.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
That was a long time.
And this
I
crowd
had to go.
to life here,
I
trying to
had to
help
take
the
it too
defense
far out.
Get a stop with the offense pinned
Yeah.
back.
What did you do here?
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's on the run. Launches deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They get it, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I know I look like Drew Brees out there, dude.
First half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Spins away from defenders. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
Coming with the jet sweep.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. A quick spin move into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Kirk, this quarterback
you better use those time out,
time to shine a playoff game. He has gone out.
We're going to run up on his back.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help.
Come on.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half versus his
What the hell you doing all this hoorah last night?
Football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
I beat 12 by 20. Hey, you right down at me.
Limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line.
Just glad I was out of it. I couldn't even respond.
Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air.
There it is.
The junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down.
No!
Picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. Out past the 30. That's a potential game changer to pick in the big return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll run it to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's complete. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down. He's throwing for him. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Moving past the 25. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers.
He goes
slow that time.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see
He gave me a fight, boy.
many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one.
Damn, I got to play out with LSU, man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start.
It got blasted with him.
And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field.
Can't stop a nosebleed.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. Makes you think
miss
of
all
all
the
those great
five
Clemson defenders they've had over the
There's
years.
like
Like the Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course most recently Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago.
I scared him.
He's got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Big 98.
Now in third and very long.
Look at Big 98.
They've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. And the Cowboys will have to punt this one away.
Like go pro this year.
The defense gets the sack and gets off the field. Not the way he wanted to kick it. He quickly lands on it. It prevents the turnover. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive.
Woo, he catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
Fires it to the wideout.
Well,
And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no
And
more than
that
that.
could. Boom.
Crucial third down play right here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Shotgun formation here on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
He's going to pull it down and run. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Heading left after the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
They try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Can he make it to the marker? He shreds the tackle. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Here's the option play. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way to get back into this game is create turnovers. Balls on the ground, they bounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using the ground game there. Tailback has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Now it's 2nd down here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Going for a big play downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
Be rich,
Chris, I
white.
totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running
Come
situations
down
are very
here.
tough
Come down
with
here
the
on
lead
this
late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Clemson. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, they had a month to get ready for this pitch-and-catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
Guess who Clemson got a date with Nick game?
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field
He's
position
bad
to
on
start the drive.
speed. USC trouble.
And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up
Take
short.
that sack. You had 3.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. They'll try to run for the first down. Stop short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Cowboys pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Hands off to the left. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big plays like this are just demoralizing for the defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Cowboys begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Second down after that previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running backs still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that will help them down the road.
The offense is still on the field. They're only 1 for 4 on fourth down plays so far. Of course, in the playoff,
It's a warm-up game before I play my homeboy. He beat me this year, so he think he gonna ride high. End his career in 25.